Hey, everybody, welcome to the Soul Rehab Project. This is Sarah Saxby, and this is the podcast where we talk about truth because everything in our life has been a lie. And as we go on here, it's getting more and more evident as to how much we have been lied to. And just when we think like, oh, I know, there's so much corruption, it's like that's not even a fraction of how we've been lied to and what we think is real. But one thing that keeps coming back to me, and when I get up and in the morning, I have to feel what's there for me to talk about. And something is circling back again for me, and it has to do with who we are, who we really are, and how we live our life, and the gap between the two. Because if you're honest with yourself, you will admit that you've been performing life. Most of us have been. We perform every day to get through the day. And so who we really are and who we pretend to be, there's a gap in between, right? And that gap needs to be constantly distracted, constantly fed, or the bottom will drop out and you're going to be left with who you really are. And it's painful because most everything that we do in our lives is to keep busy so we don't actually meet ourselves. Think of all the things that you do all day long so the quiet doesn't take over. And that's by design. We live in a reality that makes sure we will never meet ourselves. And I speak from experience because I definitely have done all the things. I've pretended I was never myself. I never felt safe enough to be myself. Never felt safe enough to call anything out that I saw. But now I'm going to. And I posted the other day, I made a podcast about social media. And it's coming back to me again. I want to speak more on this. And when I talk about posting on social media, I'm talking about posting the events of our lives, our families' lives. Important, special things that we have going on in our lives, we have to post them on Facebook or Instagram. Not only do we post them, but we post 5 paragraphs and 25, 50 pictures of these special events that have to do with us, our kids, our family. I want to talk about this because this is a very clear picture of how we are not full in our lives. If you're honest with yourself, you will admit that you are empty and you are doing all kinds of things during the course of your day to try to avoid that emptiness feeling. The trick bag is that many of us have a nice house. You have a family. You have money to buy things. I should be grateful. I saw someone comment the other day. The way to happiness is to be grateful for the things you have. Are you sure about that? Because I know people who have a lot of things and they're grateful, but they're empty. And we have to get to the point where we are admitting, I'm empty. I'm doing all kinds of things to try to fill myself up. All kinds of things. I'm staying busy. I'm running errands. I'm working. I'm taking care of the kids. I'm going on vacations. I'm buying things. I'm posting on social media. And we're going to talk about this because I don't feel full. I still feel empty, but I have so much. Why do I feel empty? And the way I can explain this is our reason for posting our lives on social media. Why do we do it? And there are a ton of exits with this one because you can say, well, why not just let people do what they want to do? People can do whatever the hell they want to do. I'm not saying not to post on social media. I am just exposing the reason why we do it. And if you are honest with yourself, you will say, yes, this is why I do it. What the fuck am I doing? How do I get out of this? People will have an event in their lives. Say it's their kid's birthday, and you love your child and you are very proud of your child. Most parents love their kids and are proud of their kids. But it's not just about the experience, because they're also posting it on social media. And then they'll say, well, I'm just proud. I want to let everyone know what's wrong with that. Didn't say there was anything wrong with that. I'm exposing what's underneath it. If your kid has a birthday and you celebrate your kid's birthday, you have a party for your child, and you buy them all kinds of things, you tell them how special they are, tell them how much you love them. Why is that not enough? Why do you then need to post 25 pictures on Facebook and let everyone know how much you love them? You're like, here's what we say. Well, I don't have to do that. I just want to. Okay, then don't. Celebrate your child, have a party, give them a card that says how much you love them, write it all down, and don't post on social media. Because you said it's about your child. It's about how much you love them and how proud of them you are. Okay. Celebrate them. Get them a card. Tell them everything. Don't post. And do you know why that's going to be hard? Because after the party, after the celebration, after you're celebrating the love and pride of this child, you will sit there and it won't feel like enough. You need an audience to confirm that it happened. You need an audience to confirm the love. So is it about the love you have for your child? Or is it about being seen having love for your child? And if you say it's about the love of your child, then don't post. And when you come back and you say, why can't I tell the world? Why can't I just share it? What do you mean? Share it with the people who are there. Just send them some pictures. Why do you need to tell the world? Because the love that you have is not doing it. It's not enough. You need an audience to complete the transaction. You need an audience to confirm. Oh, you're such a great mom. Look at how much you do. Oh, the love is so special. Without the audience, it's incomplete. So you post your love that you say is enough. It's about the love of your child, but you post it all on social media. You have to let everyone know. You need an audience to complete the process. Without the audience, it's incomplete. You need somebody to validate the love. Why is it not enough? If you go out to connect with your friends, right? You're like, I love my girls, love cocktails with my friends. There's no doubt that you love your friends, and there's no doubt that you love connecting with your friends. But why isn't that night enough? The night you spent going out with your friends, why is it not enough? Why do you need an audience? Why do you need to post the night with your friends? So is it about connecting with your friends, or is it about being seen connecting with your friends? That's the question. That's where the emptiness lives. Because if you say it's about connecting with my friends, then don't post on social media. I don't have to. I just want to. Why? Are you sure? You need an audience to confirm the connection with your friends. Because without it, it's empty. It falls short. It's an endless cycle. This is my point, where we have to sit with the fact that the love that we have for our child, that the pride we have, isn't enough. We need an audience to confirm the love and the pride. If we didn't, we wouldn't post about it. We would just let it sit after our kid's birthday party, after the card we got our kid and told them how much we love them. We would just let it sit. That would be the end, and deal would be sealed. It'd be done. But we don't. We need the audience. We need to post. We need the audience to confirm. Oh my gosh, you love your kid so much. Look at how beautiful your kid is. You did so much. Wow, what a great party. What a sweet message. Why does the world need to know? Because we need an audience to complete the transaction. Without it, we feel empty. Why is the love? Why is the pride? Why is it not enough? If there's a sporting event, you're so proud of your kid, they got first place. Just celebrate your kid. Take them out to dinner. Say, you're so amazing. You're so talented. I'm so proud of you. Why post it on social media? Because we need the audience to complete the transaction. We need the audience to tell us, wow, you're such a great parent. Wow, you have such a talented kid. There's an emptiness. There's a gap. If the love and the pride and the connection was enough, we would let it end there, but we don't. We have to take the extra step of telling the world we love our kid. We have to tell the world how proud we are of our kid. We have to tell the world we went out and had a good time with our friends. Because it's not about the connection with our friends. It's about being seen having a connection with our friends. Because being seen confirms it's real. It's now validated. We can get 50 people to comment and say, wow, you look so good. Wow, what a great time. Somebody has to tell us it's a great time for us to believe it because we're empty. It's an endless cycle. Something will happen tomorrow. You'll have another event, and the event itself is not going to be enough, and you don't understand why. Why isn't it enough that I love my kid? Why isn't it enough that I'm proud? We're missing the real thing. It's not enough that all of these outside events, all of these outside things that we're trying to do, that's never going to fill us. So we post, please tell me it's enough. Can somebody comment and tell me I'm on the right track? But it's shallow. It's shallow. It's just people confirming you're pretending. And you have to do it again and again and again. It's a drug. It's a drug. Try to not post. It's painful. Because while you're in the event, you're already thinking, what am I going to post? This is a great picture. These are great pictures to post. I'm going to say this. You're thinking of captions. You're already doing that. Because the event itself is never, ever going to give you what you need. We're empty. And it's by design. We're meant to be empty because an empty person is going to keep reaching for something outside of it to fill it up. And it's never going to work. Ever. We're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Reaching outside. And then we're going to say, I should be so grateful. It's an endless cycle. So grateful for what? You've never met yourself. You don't even know who you are. But my kid has a soccer game next week and I'm going to post all about it. And somebody's got to tell me that it's real because the soccer game wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. I thought it would be, but it's not. Next week, I got a birthday party. I'm going to post about that. It's never about the thing. It's never about the love or the pride or the connection. If it was, we would just be proud. We would just connect. We wouldn't have to tell the world. We're never going to get there from what we're doing today. Whatever there is, the feeling of wholeness without grasping. The feeling of wholeness comes from you facing whatever it is that you are trying not to face. It's meeting yourself, meeting that person in the mirror. And yes, it's the hardest thing you will ever have to do because it's that one thing that you've been avoiding. The fall, the darkness, the fear, whatever. Whatever it is you are hoping to accomplish, you're not going to get there by posting your life on social media, by showing people, look at how much I love my kid. Why can you not just love your kid? Just give him a card and tell him how much you love him. Why do you need to post it on social media? Is it about the love of your kid, or is it about being seen loving your kid? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And you'll come up with a million excuses as to why you do it. Why not? What's the big deal? Not my point. It's not a big deal. Keep doing it. But if you are empty, like I know the majority of people walking around, I know because I have been there. And I know all the ways that I tried to fill myself up and it never worked. If you're finally ready to face your emptiness, ask yourself why. Why are you posting on social media? Why isn't the birthday party for my kid enough? Why do I need to tell the world? Why do I need the comments and the likes? Because you'll say, I don't give a shit what the world thinks. Then don't post. I don't care what people say. Then don't post. All I care about is my kid. Then just love your kid and don't let anyone know about it. Can you love your kid without telling other people you love your kid? There's something missing. And we're going the wrong way. We continuously go in the wrong direction to try to be fulfilled. And until you start to see the gap between who you really are and who you pretend to be all day, the cycle continues.